Good morning. Good morning. Coming at you again. Okay, so as governor, I want to centralize where you can get information. I just happened to look up Florida toll roads. I wanted to know how much they make a year. The last audit for Florida toll roads that I found this morning, no more than probably 30 seconds ago, was that in 2018 they made roughly 900, well, no, take that back. 991 million in 2018. Almost $1 billion. 18.7% of that was used to maintain roads. So the question was, where does all the other money go? Now, Florida, at some point, this is just having to go to multiple pages to figure this out. Said, hey, we're going to add a toll road here so we can pay for the expenditures of getting this done. Apparently, they only upheld that for one of the toll roads, but the rest of them, they just kept it. It says the only case where they absolutely stopped charging was the US 1 Florida Keys toll road. Why that one? Couldn't tell you. Probably something that we all assume is some backdoor conversation or some, lobbyist that was able to say, hey, I don't want you to keep charging for this one, and here's X amount of dollars. But the question still was, well, where does the other money go? I know we're tired of seeing percentages because everyone is. Like, you really are. You want to just know, okay, don't give me 18.7%. Just give me the number. So then I can just put the numbers together. Addition and subtraction are the number one things that we do teach our kids. How you add, how you subtract. Just give them the number and let them see what it is, so they can say, okay, where is the rest of these millions of dollars? So, kind of being able to give you a healthy snapshot of what my era is looking at is very important. I will do my best not to allow percentages to just be thrown at you. Oh, this is just 1%. Well, 1% of $1 billion that may be nothing based on the cost, or it may be something based on the cost, but then where's the other 99%? Who's auditing? These are all of the most complicated things. Why did a lot of governmental things like audits and things of that nature just happen to go away during the pandemic time? Did we not have essential personnel in place to make sure that checks and balances were still kept in areas? I want to make sure that those type of infrastructure are always there, because the citizens need to always know how their money is being allocated. And you really need to start getting a good understanding of actually where your money is going. Now, we know that you will run into people that say, you don't know where your money's going. That's because you don't know anything about, well, that's, what, half of that is true and half of it is, there's just a lot in the mist. Why do you raise taxes on bread, or, like you have to have civics and economics classes consistently, apparently, in order to find out where your tax money is going. I have been out there and I've asked, multiple people, like if I'm at the gym or I'm in the store and I happen to just walk with somebody and talk to them, hey, do you know where your tax money goes in the state? Do you know what the state taxes and how that functions and exactly where does it go? One thing that I know, like most, I'm 40 years old. I've been paying for insurance for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never had a car accident ever, but I've never gotten a dime back from all of the money I've put in insurance. And you can go online and see story after story after story of individuals paying outrageous deductibles, individuals wondering why they're paying so much in insurance with no history of accidents or anything close to accidents. And we're just shuffling this money out. There are times where we need our state legislation to maybe add some legislation in that's going to correct some of these predatory practices that are happening. And this is kind of where I'm coming from. Like, if you are well to do, a lot of the predatory practices that happen do not affect you. So they do not worry you at all. But for individuals who have, who may be right at the poverty line or a little above it, you know, those these consistent and increases in areas that we can legislate that you not be able to increase as fast as you are or even at all need to start happening, which is why I am also going to start looking into who can present a bill. You know, like, have you guys really paid attention to whether or not, as a citizen, as a regular citizen, somebody who goes to work at anywhere, you know, like if you go work at a car wash station, or you go work at Walmart, or you go work at Wells Fargo, you know, as a bank teller, anywhere, can you bring a bill to the Florida legislation and see if it can be voted on? What does that take? And those are the things that I want to make sure over the next 2 years I present to you, so that you're able to know, okay, this is affecting me, and I would like the House to be able to do this. Now, this is where things get complicated, because again, we vote people in for representatives, so you may not have that availability. So if your representative that you're going for is not hearing you out, or you're not questioning your representative, and you're not finding out where they stand, you're not going to see these bills, because it's going to be one ear and out the other. And I'm trying my best to tell you, now is the time that you need to, you know, say, hey, this gentleman, Rodney Christopher Glover, is running for governor, and it's time that we navigate how we want him to be when he becomes governor. If he's going to put together policies, and he's going to put together these protocols, and he's going to explain to us how to do this, we want it to also look like something we want. So I need to start hearing from you about the things that you want to see happen, and then we can start pushing those things. So when I do get into office, you can say, hey, the things that he talked about, they're on the table for discussion, and now we get to start seeing if the other cabinet members are on board, or if this is going to be a long fight to get them to understand that maybe the majority of our citizens are looking for relief in these areas. Have a great morning.